Hi guys, welcome back to this brand new video. Today I'm showing you how to tag your YouTube videos in 2022. I was actually just tagging a video of mine and I came up with the idea to actually show you how to tag your videos. So as you can see, I have the title right here. This is going to be my next video that I'm going to do. It's going to be a OBS tutorial based off this title. So using this title, I'll actually just use the tags here. I'm going to show you how to get the best tags for this title, for example. So to actually show you a bit how I did it, I'm going to go to my own channel here. And as you can see here in my channel, I have the most popular uploads here. I'm going to give you an idea a little bit here. This is my most watched video, 111,000 views. I'm very proud of that. It's 2 years ago. It was a voice meter video, how to set it up. So you can see here the title, how to make your microphone sound better with voice meter. Well, it was 2019, it's 2 years ago. But as you can see, it gave me like 111,000. This one gave me 89,000, the YouTube dark theme in 2018. As you can see, so you have a couple of here, 30,000, 45, 21,000, 30,000. And really what they all have in common is that they have pretty lengthy titles, as you can see. This one a bit less, but still a good length title, I would say. But that's also something I'm going to explain to you guys. Just going to go back here. And as you can see, that's for a pretty small channel, because I consider myself a pretty small channel. I have this moment of recording 1,450 subscribers. So I consider myself a pretty small channel, but still, as you can see, I got a couple of thousand views. That's not bad at all. So as I said here, I have the title. What you might notice is that I like to put my titles in 2 times. So I have the first one, which is how to set up OBS Studio 2022. The second one is best OBS Studio settings for recording 2022. So the reason I like to do that is because people could search for different things. For example, one person is going to search for how to set up OBS, but the other one is going to search for the best OBS settings. And since I explain both in one video, I like to put them both in the title as well. So that really helps. It's a tip I can give there. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the first part, kind of copy paste it here. So I'm going to start by doing a pretty simple and obvious one, which is going to be how to set up OBS 2022. I mean, a lot of people will be searching for that. What's important here is that I put 2022 in both cases, as you can see here and here. Why is this important? Because it's the early part of the year. So it's really important to put the title, but I always do that, even if it's in the middle of the year or towards the end. I like to put the year in it, because people tend to search for it in 2022. So that's why I really advise you to use the year, which is going to be without the year, for example. We can just do how to set up OBS. There we go, we can also just do that. You can also remove at some part the OBS. So as you can see, I'm really deconstructing, I'm really taking away the most important parts of the title. Because people don't always search for lengthy titles. How to set up OBS, you know, OBS best settings. So they tend to search with more shorter words, so make sure you also use pretty short tags. So there we go, I'll set up OBS Studio 2022. Do the same, but without the studio. And then of course you can also do, obviously, a logic one. OBS Studio 22 and OBS 22, because people also search for that, because of the reason that people just simply can type OBS 2022 and they find a couple of results, and so also your video. So that's why I think it's important to put the year next to it, as I said. So also don't forget, the title is very important, that is pretty lengthy. I still see videos nowadays with small channels who have only like 3 to 5 words in their title. It's not enough. If I only put, for example, set up OBS Studio, this wouldn't be enough. If this was the only title, it will have way too much competition and it will have a hard time finding itself. But because I put lengthy titles like how to set up OBS Studio 2022, best OBS Studio settings for recording, also important 2022, those lengthy titles together with the 2022 really helps to have a more precise title that people will be able to find. So I'm going to show you actually another example before I finish tagging this. I'm just going to give you another example. I'm going to go to rapidtags. So rapidtags is a really nice website actually that you can have here. As you can see, it's the first one here, rapidtags.io. So you click on this one. So I use this site quite a lot, especially in the past. A little bit less nowadays because I know better how to tag my videos. But I still find myself using the site from time to time nowadays. So I'm just going to show you, just go for use tools for free. It's a free tool. What we can do here is going to paste the title, of course. Well, one part of the title, how to set up OBS Studio 2022. Going to click enter. As you can see, it will generate, it's a generator, a couple of tags, so you can use whichever you want to. Not all of them will be really good, you know, it's not a perfect, obviously. So how to, we will remove that because there's no chance we will be able to rank in how to. It's way too short of a title and so many people use how to as a tag. So that's going to remove. Is there something else we could remove? This one is a bit too long and doesn't really make sense with the title. So as you can see, there's a couple of ones you can remove if you feel they don't belong to your title. So as you can see, yeah, there we go. You don't, as I said, you don't have to keep them all. What you can do if you finish, you just click copy, and then you can actually paste them here, have it yeah, in your tags, so you can copy and paste it there. What I do advise is some of these, this one has 2022, but some of these really lack the 2022. Well, here you have it, and this one is outdated, obviously. So what you really want to do is you can just use this one. There's nothing against it, or how to use OBS, but I would do how to use OBS as one tag and how to use OBS 2022 as the second tag. So I think it's important that you throw in some 2022 behind some of those tags, because that will help, as I said, your video to get even more recognized, because we are in 2022 right now, logically. So what I actually did, a video that did pretty well, because I also want to give you an example. This video, I used, I think pretty much 100% of the tags that this generator gave me. I just used the tags for that, 18, and that because it's an older video. I think I did just YouTube dark theme, you know, I just put in the title and it actually generated the tags for me. And so yeah, it got 89,000 views. I mean, just using that generator at the time, it's 3 years ago, but just using the generator gave me 89,000 views, and by giving my video a good title as well. Okay, alright, but let's just actually go back to my tagging. And so it will be the same with the second part of the title. I'm just gonna copy here. As you can see here, for example, we can do without the studio. You can do a tag that is just best OBS settings for recording 2022. And then we can also remove for because not everyone is going to search with that word. So best OBS settings recording 2022. I can also do a best OBS settings 2022. So I'm just going to continue doing this. I'll be back when I'm finished. And by the way, I always use the maximum amount of tags. I always try to go as close to 500 tags as possible. So make sure you also max out your tags, because yeah, that's a very important element. Because the bigger title you have, the more tags you have in your tags window, the more chances are your video will be found and rank better. But I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I used all of the tags here. I'm at 494 out of 500. So I could, for example, still add, I don't know, just OBS. Not sure that's gonna rank, because there are a lot of people who use OBS as a tag, but why not? Just throw it in there. As you can see, I pretty much have 500 tags now. So as I said, it's important to maximize the amount of tags that you use. Also based on your title, which preferably is a bit lengthy like mine. Also you can use yeah, up to 100 characters, so you could do close to that, something like that. But what it's important is that you have lengthy titles with lots of tags in it, and that you maximize your tags as well. It's a very simple thing, but it's important to actually have more people find your videos and to rank your videos better, which is the essential thing you're going for. So yeah, as you can see, you can look at the last tags that I added. But it's really just an essential amount of tags that really... But yeah, there you go. This is the tips that I can give you personally on how to tag your videos. This has given me thousands of views in the past, as I explained as well. And I know I'm doing tutorials, but you could be doing gameplay on gaming, for example. It's the same, you have to have a lengthy title pretty much and use as much tags as possible. Last thing I could tell you is that I also do the description. So there's a part of the description that I explain what I do in the video, in which you can even add more tags that you couldn't add in your tag window. If they're tags you couldn't use or that you want to use, you can always use them in the description, where you use it in a sentence. Like today I'm showing you the best settings. For example, today I'm showing you the best settings for OBS PC 2022. Today I'm showing you best settings for OBS 2022. Use them in a sentence in your description. But that will be it for this video, guys. Hope it helped, of course. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Please leave a like, would be really nice. Subscribe would also be really nice. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.